The two executives charged by Swiss authorities over their involvement in the 1MDB fraud are likely to have been Petrosaudi International's Tarek Obaid and Patrick Mahony. The two men were the principal players who conspired with financier Loh Teck Joe to steal $1.8 billion from 1MDB via a joint venture with Petrosaudi that started in 2009. Much of the money was exposed in 2015 by The Edge and Sarawak Report to have gone to Obaid, Mahony and the infamous Good Star bank account at RBS Coutts in Zurich that belonged to Joe Loh. According to a Bloomberg report, the two executives, who are not named by prosecutors as is the practice there until trial starts, were accused of having used the facade of a JV and $2.7 billion in assets, which in reality it did not possess, to lure $1 billion in financing from 1MDB. The prosecutors said the pair opened Swiss bank accounts to receive the money and then used the proceeds to buy luxury properties in London and Switzerland, as well as jewellery and funds to maintain a lavish lifestyle. The duo have been indicted for commercial fraud, aggravated criminal mismanagement and aggravated money laundering. An indictment usually means the case proceeds to trial at Switzerland's Federal Criminal Court. Capital A's subsidiary Asia Digital Engineering secured an investment of $100 million, approximately 446 million ringgit, to expand its maintenance, repair and overhaul business. The funds were secured from investment firm OCP Asia. Capital A said the investment will be used for the construction and operationalization of a new state-of-the-art 14-line aircraft maintenance hangar facility in Sepang. Funds will also be allocated for ADE's further business expansion in other verticals and geographical markets. Capital A CEO Tan Sri Tony Fernandes said this investment vindicates its strategy of diversifying into more than just an airline. He said, "We have now set up a fantastic group of airline services, digital and logistics companies with a tremendous upside, and now that COVID has ended, investors and the public markets are realizing the enormous potential of Capital A." At the close, shares in Capital A were down 3.87% at 74.5 cents, giving the group a market capitalization of 3.1 billion ringgit. MATA, the umbrella representative body for the country's travel industry, said consumers should pursue charges against airlines for failure to provide refunds and related services rather than hold travel agents accountable. Its president, Datuk Tan Kok Leang, said local travel agents must cease becoming victims of circumstance. Tan said the association supports a recent statement by the Domestic Trade and Cost of Living Ministry that flight grievances should be referred to aviation regulator MAVCOM rather than the Consumer Claims Tribunal, and called on the said tribunal to dismiss claims regarding flight tickets included in travel packages. He noted that cancellations due to the pandemic saw travel companies compelled by the tribunal to reimburse tour fares to consumers, while airlines were able to use credit payback methods to travel agencies. This, he said, resulted in severe financial ramifications for travel agencies, including the closure of their business. Maybank Investment Bank Research said it understood that the tender results for a downstate casino license that will potentially allow Genting Malaysia's Resorts World New York City to deploy table games and add more than 53 cents per share will likely be delayed to the first quarter of 2024 from the fourth quarter of 2023. In a note today, Maybank IB's Samuel Yin Xiaoyang said Las Vegas Sands flagged this during its first quarter 2023 earnings call. He said the request for applications process has also stalled after applicants submitted questions 3 months ago to the New York State Gaming Commission for clarification. Commenting on Genting Malaysia, Yin said lingering fears over the Batang Kali landslide may weigh on first quarter 2023 results. He said the incident caused fourth quarter 2022 visitor arrivals to Resorts World Genting to fall 10% quarter-on-quarter to 5.3 million, though recovery accelerated from from March onwards, as almost all 10,500 rooms at the Hilltop Resort are now available. He cut FY 2023 estimated core net profit by 16% and revised its target price to RM2.96, though the stock remains a buy. Bursa Malaysia's initial public offering momentum is expected to continue for the remainder of the year, given the pipeline of submissions, particularly for the ACE market. Bursa Malaysia CEO Datuk Muhammad Umar Swift told Bernama several IPO applications have been approved and are pending listing. He said the IPO pipeline across all three markets remains healthy. The report noted that 10 listings were recorded as of March 31st, 2023 versus 5 IPOs during the same period last year. 992.5 million ringgit was raised from January to March this year, bringing a market capitalization of 3.5 billion ringgit upon listing. Of the 10 companies that went public in the first quarter of this year, 2 were listed on the main market, 1 on the lead market, and the remaining 7 companies on the ACE market. This year, a total of 39 companies are expected to list on Bursa.